afternoon, everybody. We want to show you there is so much more to what can be offered and so much more to life that you can learn and create a sustainable, holistic experience that will not only grow you, but you can then share it with others. And the whole concept is what you learn, you want to take back to your community, not only your families, but your whole community as well. Because crime and everything, as you know, is such a terrible thing, and it really dampens our spirits and it creates such a hopeless feeling, and like there's no hope, there's no nothing, you know. So what do you have to look forward to? And things are just getting worse in the country, the load shedding, the food prices, everything is just like ridiculous, and it's just one bad thing on top of another. And so what we also want to offer is hope. Hope through a sustainable living. And this, what we are going to share with you now, will open your minds to see and understand how you can incorporate these different skill sets to take back to your family, take back to your community, to create a reimagined community, so that the people in your community can then have a more positive outlook, and then it will have a ripple effect. You know, so if one community can start a happy vibe, it will filter out to the others, you know, and hopefully we can then help with things like crime, because everything starts in the mind. And what you think, you live. And what you live, others see. And they will then want to aspire to be like you. So I hope that you will be great positive ambassadors, and that you will take a lot from what it is that we're going to share. It's just very short snippets, but I hope that it will really resonate with you and help you to grow and as you go on. So we are going to have the urban board. His name is Ricky. He's extremely successful in his little thing that he does, but he's going to share more with you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. For me, education is key. Knowledge is power. And I always told myself that I don't want to have a lot of knowledge and not share with people. It's about sharing knowledge. So even today, after what you've learned today, you go and share and pay it forward to the next person. So once you're going to start growing and starting your own food, I mean, in 2030, you can already understand the food prices going to be so sky high. They were saying now recently that the world is going to look at South Africa as a food basket. What does that mean? It means that all of you must grow your own food and be a local supplier to the next store, or to the next Pick n Pay, or to the next Woolworths. They cannot have me. I cannot do it alone. Unfortunately, I can't do it alone. You need people to build, to be sustainable, to live a healthy lifestyle, to have that sustainable living, and just to secure yourself. That's what they call it, food security. But Ricky, what do you do when we have a food insecurity? You need to start you need to plant. Save your seeds. If you chop up the onion, the root part, don't throw it away, put it in water, let it grow reroot for a week, plant that, have a new onion. Don't throw your potato peels away, put it somewhere in a compost heap, you will see a new potato for growing up. Grow your own food, and guess what? It's all organic. All organic, and we need to live. COVID taught us a lot of things, that we must live a healthy lifestyle. So, yeah, so I'm here, the urban board, just cultivating our communities to grow with nature. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ricky. The urban board, that is amazing. I'm sure you all feel very motivated right now. He's very humble. He also has his own little radio show on Bush Radios once a month, right? Every third Wednesday. Yeah, speaking about farming, and you know, so he gets community leaders and everybody involved. What I'm going to say adds and talks to everything that Ricky has been saying. If you look at what is happening in the world, it's not only the crime and so forth, but it is also, like you said, food insecurity. So what COVID has translated, so to say, to the whole world is that there's now this ripple effect where there's problems with food, there's problems with the economy. There's all kinds of problems, you know, and it's not only isolated, but it's now a global issue. And so we need to do some introspection to see what can we do to help sustain ourselves. And once we start helping sustaining ourselves, we can then help the next person and the next, and then we're sustaining our communities. You know, so we don't have to be victims. It's all about being a survivor. So it's not only about surviving the crime that is being imposed on you, but it's also surviving life in every single type of way. So now you need to look at life in a holistic way. So how do you do that? Like Dickie said, you need to start thinking of securing your own food, growing your own food garden. And I know for many people it's a very far-fetched concept, because who wants to grow their own food? But if you think about how it will change your life, it will be an amazing thought if you just try to think outside of the box. So changing your life is not only by providing food, but it's changing the way you look at life, changing the concept of how you used to think, how you used to do stuff. Now there's a whole new scope of things that you can do and can achieve. So part of the program that we want to do is that we want to open that avenue up to you. So yes, you are planting your own food garden, but we're taking it further. So you say, why do you want to plant your own food garden? Firstly, it's food security. Secondly, it's emotional and mental security. And you wonder, how is that possible? But did you know that in 2016 they did scientific studies, and they actually found that working in your food garden creates a feeling of peace, of positivity, of euphoria. And so when you are at peace, you really feel like you can achieve anything. Anything can come your way, it's okay, you can handle it. It takes your mind and your whole persona to another level. So you feel more empowered, not just because now you're actually growing your own food with your own hands, but you're actually regrowing your own life, your own mind, because now you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're stepping into a new era where you can be an empowered, better person. Also, there is mycobacterium in the soil which actually activates the serotonin. And your serotonin hormone is your happy hormone. So automatically it's going to make you happy. So not only do you have this calming peace, but now you are a happier person. And a happy person makes a happy family, and a happy family makes a happy community. And it's all about community. Because if you can translate your ideas, your lifestyle, your concepts to your community, you can create a better community, and better communities can create better cities and better countries. And that is why we need to stop thinking of just ourselves. But what can we ourselves do to help the next person? And that's what it's all about. So you are creating a more positive sphere that you can step into. And you are helping in so many other different ways. So I'm a scientist, and I studied herbal science. And my passion has been to use the organic produce and create a healthier living lifestyle, not only through what you eat, but now you are using it for herbal remedies as well. So if you are going to be using your own food garden to provide food for your table, that's already a little money that you are putting into your garden. But the outcome, the harvest, will be so amazing, because now you have your own food security. You can then use your food that you are busy growing to barter with your community if they are also growing. So now everybody in the community is benefiting. But also with the skills that we can teach you, you can now start looking for niche, or at least identifying niche opportunities where you can become an entrepreneur as well. So you can make money from the food you are growing. How? Maybe juicing or making sauerkraut or starting a little vegan business, you know. Like Ricky said, COVID has taught us a lot of things where we need to change to become healthier. Because without your health, you can't do anything. You need your health to get up every day, to go and put food on the table, to provide for your family. If you are not healthy, that can be taken away and your family can suffer. So you need to become healthy. Your family needs to become healthy. So by stepping into this new concept, you are creating a healthier, more sustainable living environment. And you can then identify these sustainable niche products where you can then, like I said, create your own little business. Maybe juicing. Juicing is very healthy. You can then make, let's say, if you are growing, like he said, bok choy. So you make a green juice. Juicing can not only change your lifestyle, it can not only change or reverse certain ailments that you have, like diabetes and so forth, but it will make you so much healthier as well. So the benefits of it is just amazing. It's tremendous what can be achieved by just planting a seed. Now, on top of that, you can now go to the next step where you can make your own medicine from your garden. Like you can make your own first aid kit from what is in your garden. Just using, for example, onions, cayenne pepper, turmeric. These little herbal remedies have been used for thousands of years, but they are still as effective and good, and actually even healthy. Yesterday I was doing a talk on how to manage stroke patients at home. And some of the studies that were done on how to prevent the stroke was actually drinking or consuming turmeric, because turmeric is one of the strongest anti-inflammatories ever. You know, it's 6 times stronger than the normal medication. So if you can grow your own turmeric, imagine the power you can harvest from that to heal yourself, to keep yourself healthy, and everyone else. You don't stand in the long queues at the day hospital waiting to be helped, you know, get your medication, whatever. You can now make your own herbal remedies and tinctures and learn to make salves, healing balms, all these things. And that can also be a little business for you. So it's not only creating a sustainable living, but it's also creating generational wealth. So you are creating a little niche, a little economic hub for yourself and for your community, where you are benefiting from what you grow, but also the community at large can benefit from your skills. And when you are healthy, this can translate to everything else in your life. So in a nutshell, that is basically the amazing concept of having a healthier, sustainable living concept that you need to try and incorporate in your life, because the pearls and gems that you get out of it is just phenomenal. So thank you everybody for listening, and I hope that you will be interested in growing this together.